Welcome.
You gonna introduce yourself? No, we're not gonna do that.
Okay, start over.
Action!
We're going to build the chicken run today. Well, we need to talk about the fact that we've changed the plan yet again.
Good point. So, we've changed the plan. I've changed the plan. You're on board with this plan change, though.
I like it. It's going to be easier.
So instead of doing the inner fence, which we realized was going to be difficult because we couldn't pull the Jeep inside of the current new garden fence to tension any of the hardware cloth. And also, materials are just like stupid expensive right now. So in efforts to cut cost and cut time and effort,
labor,
we are going to just use the hardware cloth and create a run using the hardware cloth and landscape fabric
pins
to keep it in the ground,
pins,
and then also hog
rings. Oh boy.
The chickens can jump over the fence. So another reason we want to get this run installed sooner than later is so we can reclaim our back porch because the chickens love it and they poop all over it. And
they do.
Most of them, the leaner of the bunch, have learned how to jump over the fence and do whatever they want. So we're going to contain them. So we have this piece left over from doing the outer fence, so we're just going to kind of demonstrate really quick what we're going to do before we cut the new roll open. We're going to use the curve, the natural curve of the roll, which we kind of messed this one up earlier because we were playing with it.
Okay.
And essentially, we're going to cut out sections. We're going to decide how tall and wide we want this to be. We'll measure that, cut out enough sections to get us all the way down the fence. We're going to start with this one side, then connect the back, and then we'll go down the other side. So they're going to have access to both of the sides and the back fence area. We got this cool little tool that I'm excited to use. You load the hog rings in there, kind of like a staple gun, and then it's just got a little handle, and it's gonna...
Here it is.
Ah, DeWalt. You load these hog rings into the tool, just like a little staple gun, and then...
One up top.
Oop, I had an extra there. And it turns it into the little... That easy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's at least 3 chickens wide.
At least 3 chickens wide.
Chickens, you're getting a triple wide.
We got several cut out, so we're going to go ahead and put them up and figure it out.
Loosely set them up before we start putting the hog ties on them, so we get a better idea and make sure that hog rings, to make sure we are
doing it right,
spacing correctly and not totally making it crooked. So
grab it.
Let's go. So in order to use this is our first time using this, you have to, it's not like a staple gun, you have to place it on the rings like this. I know it doesn't really give you a very good view, but getting the wires you want to put together in between there and then squishing it. On some of them I've had to push this thing in to like push these up. Seems to be working. Ta-da! And then we're just going along the bottom and sticking the landscape fabric things in. And I think that's going to work pretty well. Because we have jobs and kids and lives outside of this, we need to go inside and make some dinner and get ready for bed and all that good stuff. So until tomorrow. Nope, we're not chasing chickens.
I was on a fight,
Okay, simmer down.
Karen!
We got things to record.
Come here, Karen.
So she thought about it.
We're chasing chickens.
No. We are trying to finish installing the chicken run.
Yes, we are. We still have to cut more.
We gotta cut more sections, so we'll knock out a few of those. We've gotta install a couple more last bits on this side. Then I think we'll move to the other side and then work on the back.
So side, back.
I think so.
Okay.
Work for you?
Yes. Let's get to cutting.
Okay. So you would do 8, make sure we have 8 pieces cut out for that side, so we can just kind of roll. Because we got that portion that we can use.
As the extra piece.
Yeah. Finished the other side of the run. We are done for the night. We're gonna go cook some dinner after he jumps in the pool. Rinse off a bit.
Actually jump in the pool.
We still have to finish the back side, so we'll do that next time.
And we have to cut holes in them so they can actually get into our runs.
Well, when we do the back, we'll do the connection on the side, and that will lead to the back of the coop where their door is. So really the only choice they will have is to go into the run. So.
And we'll do that tomorrow?
Yeah. Weather permitting, work permitting, kid permitting, all that good stuff.
Life permitting. We'll try and do it tomorrow.
As far as y'all are concerned, it's like right now. It's another hot day in Georgia. Kevin is working overtime today, unfortunately, so I'm going to try to be productive. I was tunneling, going down a tunnel of YouTube videos and looking at meat goats this morning, which, if you get me started, that can be very dangerous. So next thing you know, we'll have a pen full of goats behind me in the woods here. So instead of planning ahead of ourselves, I'm going to get just spooked some chickens. I'm going to attempt to install the new shade that we got. We took down the Kelty that we use for camping, and we're going to put in the one that I got on Amazon specifically for the chickens. It's going to be on the other side of the coop here. That's why our house is on this side, so you won't really see it from the house. It'll be out of sight, and it'll give the chickens a lot of good shade during the day, because right now, especially at high noon, there's no shade out here. So once I get that up, I'm going to attempt to work on the back side of the chicken run while he's at work, and hopefully I can get pretty far. We'll see. Now I'm going to attempt to start putting in the back of the run. Alright, so one panel done. I think it actually went pretty well for the corner piece that we really didn't know what we were doing with. And to be quite honest, I didn't really know what I was going to do when I started it. So I trimmed a little bit of section. And so I cut off the bottom rectangle of the piece that was coming down here. So I basically cut off a section like this at the bottom, and then I pulled this top up to the side of the piece that I installed across the back. So I did a couple different things. There's a couple hog rings on here, and then I also manually bent the cut pieces up and around, so it basically hooks in. It protects the chickens on that side from any sharp pieces, and it gives us a little bit of extra support. And I think that's going to work out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. We'll see what Kevin thinks when he gets home. But we're gonna keep working. Definitely another one of those times where I don't know what exactly I want to do, and I just start doing it. But I think this is going to work. When we decided to, or how we placed the chicken coop was intentionally 4 feet wide, because we wanted to have the 4-foot run around the whole garden perimeter. And this happens to be 48-inch hardware cloth. So initially we thought maybe we'll fence in, from here to here and then just have the run, but then you have to worry about them jumping out of it again. Our hardware cloth fits perfectly this way because it's 48 inches, 4 feet. So I think all I have to do is trim out this corner, kind of like I did in the other corner, and attach it to the top of the run area. And then that'll immediately, it fits perfectly over the coop door, the automatic coop door, and we'll then just mirror that on the other side and finish connecting to the other side just like I did here. And I think I should be able to have this done before Kevin even gets home, which I'm pretty pumped up about it. Let's keep going. That's a wrap for the chicken run. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys, while Kev was at work. Definitely helps pass the time when you have a project to work on. The one that eludes me is Heartbrain, my affectionately named by my 5-year-old. Heartbrain is probably the fastest chicken we have, very elusive. So she's the only one out right now, and I'll probably end up having to put her up at night when she settles down. But for now, everybody else is in the coop. We've got shade over here. We got afternoon shade over here by the little tree. That's going to get bigger and only provide more shade in the future for these chickens. So I'm really excited because this means we can start working on the garden and start growing some food.